Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I'm Ryan Bone, and thank you all for joining me. So, I was just watching a close to a 2-minute clip of actress Jane Fonda on The View, who alluded to the idea of murder for people, conservatives in particular, who do not support abortion. Now, you have to actually watch the video or the clip yourself. Now, I know people may say, well, Mr. Bolin, you need to watch the show yourself. You need to get on and watch it for yourself. No, I don't. No, I do not. All I need to do is see a clip of what she had to say, hear what she had to say, and as long as it's within context, that's all I need to hear. Okay, that's all I need to see. And that's what I saw. And that's what I heard. Now, if you watch the video, it seems clear that the expression on her face, she meant what she said. She meant what she said. Now, let me say something about this. I said this before, and I'll say it again. Liberals and radical liberals do not believe in a definite right or wrong. Liberals have been brainwashed by the mainstream media and the school systems in particular, those school systems that are filled with Marxist professors, okay, to reject a definite right or wrong. They embrace what is known as moral relativism. Moral relativism is just this idea that right and wrong is based on your circumstances. So in any given circumstance, something can be considered right, something can be considered wrong, but it's based on your circumstances. If you're hungry and you're really, really hungry and you steal, you're justified in stealing. Okay, absolute right or wrong says you're not justified in stealing at all. Thou shalt not steal. But moral relativism teaches that if your circumstances dictates that you should steal to survive, steal. That's moral relativism. Now, in the sense of abortion, liberals are more accepting, or people with the liberal mindset are more accepting of the idea of abortion, because even though it is murder, they don't see it as murder because they've been brainwashed to believe, hey, the circumstances dictate something different. Now you're asking, what do I mean? Well, most women that get abortions based on inconvenience. Now I know somebody may argue, what about the women that get raped or get raped by their Uncle Joe or Uncle Bobo or some creep off the street? That's not what I'm talking about. That's another story, and I addressed that in the previous video. Okay, because most women, that's a small percentage. We're not going to even address that. Let's address with the majority. Most women that get abortions out of inconvenience. They lay up with some guy, they commit fornication, sex out of wedlock, they lay up with a guy, okay, that they could have said, no, I'm not going to lay with you. They lay up with a guy, end up getting pregnant, the baby becomes an inconvenience to them. Now, I'm not saying that the man is not responsible, but I had this conversation with my mother. I said the man is just as responsible as the woman, okay? Because it takes two to make a baby. He has to penetrate her and release his, and it has to seek the egg, and we know the process. So it takes two to make the baby. But I told my mom, I said, but you know what, Mom? That guy's not obligated to stay with her. You think he's going to stay? If he's a dog, he's going to act like a dog. He's going to be a dog. He's going to wonk, 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 woo, 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 and go about his business. But the young lady who has power over body, see, they always talk about this. See, this is what killed me. This is what Jane Fonda and the other hosts on The View said, well, they can't take out, they've been fighting us to have a right over our body. Okay, if you claim you have so much, you want a right over your body and control your body, then why don't you control your body when it comes to the people you lay with? Because it takes two to get pregnant. It takes a man and a woman to get pregnant. So why don't you just say, you know what, let me control my body and wait till I get married? Since it's all about controlling your body, since it's all about controlling who you are as a woman, and the conservatives and the Republicans and the GOP and the this and the that have been trying to control women for so long, them conservatives and GOP ain't bit more thinking about controlling you than two left shoe or a dog in a kennel somewhere. They ain't bit more thinking about that. They thinking about human life. They're thinking about the possibility that these babies that's been aborted, which has been 60 million since 1973 at least, could grow up to be adults, get careers, get jobs, and pay their taxes. But guess what? One of the reasons why I was reading this article somewhere, one of the reasons why the taxes are so messed up and the inflation so messed up, and one of the reasons why we getting taxed to the gazoo is because of all these, because of the people that's been aborted, millions and millions of babies have been aborted that could have grown to be adults, got jobs and paid taxes for them jobs and contributed to the economy. They can't do no more. So as a result, people like you and I that work, guess what? Our taxes gonna go way up because I want to control my body. And how I control my body, I kill this baby, or I have the doctor kill this baby, but it's still the same thing. You permit him to do it. You permit her to do it. Still the same principle. I do because this baby's an inconvenience me, so I'm going to show control of my body by having this doctor take this baby's life. Why don't you control your body by not laying with every tick, Tom, Dick, and hump you hear, you see? And I know that's harsh, and I know I'm coming strong, but I'm getting sick and tired of this victim mentality from a lot of these women. These men ain't a bit more thinking about you. They're not trying to make you a victim or enslave you. Cut that mess out. It's about what's right and wrong. That's what it's all about. So liberals and radical liberals don't have that ideology. They don't think like that because they've been brainwashed by the Marxist politicians, but mainly by the Marxist media and the Marxist professors in the universities and colleges and even in our schools from kindergarten to 12th grade. It is what it is. Been brainwashed, under mind control. That's why they believe what they believe. It's been a shift in worldview since the 1960s. But that's another story. I ain't gonna get into all of that. The point is here, I'm coming at Jane Fonda, okay? I'm coming at her. And here's another crazy thing about this. You watch the show, when I was watching this show watching this clip, and there was a statement that one of the hosts made. I can't remember what the statement was, but it was appalling. And everybody in the audience clapping this, yeah. And I'm saying to myself, this shows you where we are in America. When we can applaud what is wrong and what is evil and boo and sneer at what is good and right, we are in trouble as a country, man. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. We've come a long way, and it is not good. It is not good. We are in trouble when we can do something like this. But it's crazy when I hear this kind of stuff. It's crazy, it's madness, but I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This is how radical liberals talk. This is how they talk. Now let me say something else as I sum this video up. One of the hosts, after Jane Fonda made that statement about implying that conservatives and Republicans and GOP should be killed for controlling a woman's body and trying to stop, they should be, she said murder. One of the other hosts kind of said, well, she's just playing. She's not playing. And there was this look on Jane Fonda's face like, no, I'm not playing. Now, this is what I gather from that. You can get to the point in your life to where your heart is so hardened that you don't care about nothing. Here's the thing with her. When I read that look on her face, this is what I gathered. She may not, when the time comes, when the Civil War comes, if this country don't straighten up and change, if God himself don't intervene, or if the people don't wake up, and there is a civil war, a Marxist oriented civil war, and war breaks out all over the place, men against women, gays against heterosexuals, all this other nonsense. A Marxist revolution breaks out in this country, and the elites begin to gather conservatives and Christians and Republicans and people with morals and strong morals, they begin to gather them and put them in the concentration camps that this country has because they will not give in to the Marxist revolution. Jane Fonda may not be one of the ones holding the gun, but she certainly will be one of the ones doing this. She certainly will be one of the ones doing this. She certainly will be one of the ones rubbing her belly as if she's have committed some type of mental cannibalism. You best believe that, because that's the mindset that she has. That's the mindset she has because she's been brainwashed by the liberal Marxist establishment. There's been a shift in worldview, and we're seeing it every day on TV. We're seeing it every day. But I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to bring that out. I had to talk about that because it gets crazy and crazy and crazier and crazier. But man, oh man, oh man. And it's interesting how they say these kind of things and nothing happens. Nothing happens. Let a conservative even remotely say anything that even kind of alludes to that. Oh my God, the whole world will come to an end. Drop the H-bombs, baby. Come on, aliens. Bring on the extras. Y'all probably saying, what extras? A movie came out in 1982 called Extra about this crazy alien. It was very disgusting, but a great movie, by the way. Bring on the extras. Bring it on. The world is coming to an end. Let a conservative or a Republican or the GOP say any of that even remotely alludes to anything that what Jane Fonda said, then oh my goodness, that's it. But let liberals do it. It's perfectly okay. You see how this is, how this kind of mindset of brainwashed so many people. We are in danger. We are really, really, really in danger. We are really in danger. If we do not wake up and people don't start detaching themselves from that TV, pulling away from that TV, I see people, and I'm not going to say it, but I see family members in front of the TV hours and hours and hours a day. Hours and hours a day, letting that crap pump their minds up. And then when I try to talk to them about certain things, I know what I'm trying to say. I know that in my mind it's making sense, but I can see the expression on their face that they can't understand it and they can't retain even a tenth of what I said. Because their mind has been filled with all that rhetoric. Their brain has been eaten up. The neurons in their brain have been eaten up by staying in the alpha wave state for so many hours. That's what happens when you stay in the alpha wave state. Just saying. Just saying. But it's crazy, man. It's just crazy. But I just had to say that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all, and see you again.